Hi, my name is Jakub Kochańczyk, and I'm lead software engineer here at Corsoft Labs. And today I would like to share and show you the live demo of our newest product called IdeaHub. This is IdeaHub. This is our newest tool. We aim with which we aim to deliver great features to mostly company product-based companies who, as Robert mentioned, which are providing some services, which are manufacturing some home appliances, whatever company who wish to engage the customers, they want to engage their audience and get the feedback, because as Robert mentioned, feedback is gold. Because we as a product companies, we understand how market works. We know what our customers need, but we want also to ask them because maybe our view of the market might be not complete, or the feedback from the companies, from the customers, will help us to prioritize what should be delivered first, what can be delivered a little bit later. What you can see here is the home page of IdeaHub. This is the starting page for the product, and as you can see, we currently can see one tile representing what we call portal. This is portal where our customers can see all the product ideas created by other users, by other customers, or our internal team. So let's browse this. It's pretty nice and enjoyable, I would say, user interface. We have product ideas, we can browse, and we can see the newest ideas. If we click on those three dots here, we will be able to see every idea that matches some kind of query configured behind that. And let's see what information idea stores. Idea is for sure the name of the idea, there's some kind of description. And what's more important, the idea can be voted, so your customers can, your audience can give you feedback with just simple one click, like upvote, downvote, or they can give you their feedback by giving some, by asking questions or suggesting some improvements. But as you probably saw, when I started, or maybe not, when I wanted to give my feedback right now, I was asked to log in, because what you saw previously, this portal was accessible only. This portal was accessible for everyone who has access to the URL of this page. But if I want to provide my feedback, if the customer wants to provide this feedback, they need to sign in, and they now can give the feedback, give the feedback and tell us that we think this is the great idea. When they sign in, they can also ask some questions, or suggest an improvement, or ask moderator, the person who is moderator, is the internal team behind this product. When I mention, but when I create new comment, we start a new topic. We start new thread. So if I write something like, should we do it that way, it will start new discussion thread, and I can So as you can see here, new discussion threads, and everybody, other customers, other internal teams, they can reply to this thread, and continue this discussion. Each thread is separate view, personal view on this particular idea, or you know how this works on social media. It can get messy, but we can moderate this discussion later. And of course, feedback like votes can be casted not only on idea itself, but your users can vote or like, dislike each respective comment, each respective thread, which is also important for the author of the idea or the internal team, because maybe they can read which comments were which comments gathered most feedback, and take that into consideration when discussing the options for implementation of particular idea. But because right now we have seen how idea looks, what we can do with the ideas. We can vote, we can comment. That's pretty nice. We can gather feedback, we can provide our own feedback. Great. But how can I create new idea? I have two options, because we have two options. I can either go here, create an idea in this particular product, in this particular portal, or I can start and share my ideas by typing new Android app. And as you can see here, I can, the IdeaHub is suggesting me that there are some similar ideas that I might be interested in to review before creating new one. We think this is a really great feature, because it will help the internal team to prevent of creation of duplicated ideas. And if we suggest some existing ideas to review to the potential idea creators, they will see more relevant ideas, and the moderation effort in the future will be less. So yeah, I can press a button to create new idea from here. So right now I can describe my idea with some simple information like summary, description. I can add some attachments. I can categorize by adding some tags like hashtags, like in social media. And I can press create to create my new idea. As you can see here, this idea is in status draft. It means that it's waiting for a moderator's approval. So what does it mean that it's in draft? It means that this idea is only visible to the author of it, and to the moderators, to the internal team. Why? Because we decided that maybe some ideas might not fit the company standards, or might require some additional tweaking before publishing to the audience of our portal. So if I go back to the product ideas, I can see that my ideas, the ones that I have created, is visible in the My Ideas section. So it's easy for me to track which ideas I have created and check what feedback those ideas have already gathered. And I see other ideas created by other users that are published. I can see only draft ideas of myself created by myself. But I was saying that, okay, ideas, comments, whatsoever. Why it's great that we are why we think this product is great, because those ideas that were created by your customers are in the background, they are Jira issues. So I can easily go to my Jira and see that this Jira, this idea is an actually Jira issue. I will go to make some a little bit more interesting. First of all, I will switch to administrator. So the person who is moderator in this product. So let's go here, and this is actually Jira issue. This idea is a Jira issue, and my portal, which was called Product Ideas, is a regular Jira project. And as you can see here, this idea, this issue has issue type idea. It has all the description and summary that was provided by the users in the portal. If I would have some attachments here, you will see those attachments. And as you can see here, those comments that were created in the portal are also visible in a dedicated tab of called idea comments in the Jira issue. We have removed the default comment section, but we are covering every comment. We are presenting every comment that was provided in the portal. Those comments are visible here. I can also go to the other idea, like maybe this one, this one. This one is published. As I was mentioning the comments, we are delivering also some additional features related to the comment section, because you can categorize those comments. As you can see, those categories are currently improvement and question. And the final one is for moderator. This one is really important for the portal users who want to ask the internal team about something about some knowledge that maybe author doesn't have, or maybe they can ask for when the idea will be implemented, and so on. But we have we can control also the visibility of the comments. Some comments might be public, so those comments will be visible in portal. But some comments might be internal. So it works similar like in Jira Service Management. So if we use internal comments, if I use internal comments, the internal team can have discussion below those and this discussion won't be visible in the IdeaHub. I will switch to Abigail. And as you can see here, those comments that were visible. Those comments that were internal are not visible in the portal. The ones that I can see here only the public comments. And of course, I can vote, and the same information about voting is visible here for Jira users, for internal Jira users. And we have third version of visibility of the comment. It means with author. What does it mean? That comment with visibility with author will be only visible in the portal for the author of the idea. The other portal users won't be able to see this comment. We mentioned that we help companies to track the progress of the idea implementation and help to communicate to the customers to communicate to the customers what's the progress of this idea implementation. By default, we deliver our own workflow for idea issue type. And we think it's pretty sufficient for 90% of idea management processes and should be pretty useful for everybody. So when the idea is created, it reaches the status draft. So as I mentioned, it's visible only to the moderation team and the author. Then the next status is ideas in published status. That means everybody can see the idea and they can provide their feedback. And this is status in which most ideas will probably be for the longest time, because this is time when we are gathering gathering feedback, and we are gathering feedback by gathering votes and getting comments. IdeaHub also supports decision making, whether the idea should be delivered or not. I will show that in a minute. But to represent that, we have delivered also some additional statuses to notify your customers, your users, that once we reach the decision that idea might be delivered, you can change the status and tell that this idea is put to backlog. That means it will be delivered in close future, like next month too, because it's like in Agile backlog, Scrum backlog. Or the idea can be roadmapped, that it will be delivered in the distant future, but not that distant, like 3 months, quarter, half a year, 1 year. So this is first step how you can communicate with your customers that you are ready you have decided to deliver those ideas. When you're implementing those ideas, maybe you have some Scrum board, you have development team, you can link all this idea to proper requirement in the software development project and change its status to in progress. And when we are ready, when you are ready to tell your customers that we have delivered this idea, you can change the status to delivered, and everybody is happy because this is the best status ever. Yeah, we have fulfilled our customers' expectations with delivered, with delivery of this particular idea. There are other finishing statuses like duplicate or dropped. What does it mean, duplicate? Of course, it represents the state that there are some similar ideas already created, and we do not plan to implement this particular ticket. On the other hand, there is dropped status. That means that we don't plan to deliver such ideas. Yeah, like our company delivers home appliances and somebody asks us to deliver, I don't know, new car feature. It's probably not the best idea for such company. And behind those statuses is not only it's not informational for informational purposes only. We have some additional automation behind that. For example, if I change the status of this idea to dropped, your customers won't be able to vote this idea. They will still be able to ask for reasons why this idea was dropped, because they think it's really great idea to deliver car features to home appliances. But if you are being nagged by users why this won't be delivered, you can just explain them that this is because of this. Make it visible, and product ideas. This is because of this. Oh, sorry, I'm logged in as I'm logged in as Abigail. I will be logged in as admin. Yeah, if I want to, if I want as an internal team member, as a moderator, if I want to tell my customers that particular comment is very important, I can pin it. What does it mean? This you will apply here at this, so we can provide an explanation why this particular idea was dropped, or we can use for numerous use cases. For example, if we have duplicate ideas, we can add links to similar ideas in the comments, so everybody can see why this particular idea was dropped as a duplicate, marked as a duplicate. Of course, your users can browse not only in this form across the portal, but they can also search in all portals they have access to and search for other ideas. But they can search by the idea contents, summary or description. They can search in particular portals. They can look for ideas created by themselves or voted by themselves. They can search over tags, statuses, etc. So some searching capabilities, so they can do the research before creating a new one. It's pretty useful for having the meaningful content from your customers. Okay, so we have gathered feedback. We have lots of great ideas, and how IdeaHub supports you with decision making. We have delivered feature called assessment. Your moderation team, your internal product team, can help your stakeholders to make proper decisions by organizing all new ideas or all ideas that gather the most feedback in the portal, by organizing those ideas in something we call assessment session. Assessment session is a set of ideas that will be later ranked, reviewed, and assessed by, we call them assessment team, by the assessment team. Who is assessment team? It can be either your marketing team, it can be your development team, it can be your board members. It's up to you. So let me start a new session. I will call it new product session. I will type down the session goal. Session goal is marketing feasibility, and I will schedule this session to be started today up to the end of December. And I can select my assessment committee. It will be me. It can be it can be Abigail. It can be Arya, and I will select the assessment method. In this version of the application, we have delivered 2 assessment methods which will help you rank and organize your ideas, rank ideas in the assessment session. In the future, we want to deliver some additional methods, but in this version, we have 2. We have delivered methods called Moscow and Moscow Limited. What's the difference? Of course, I assume you understand what's Moscow method for ranking the requirements. Your your reviewers committee, your assessment committee members will be asked to mark each of the idea in the session and rank them whether they think this idea must be delivered, should be delivered, could be delivered, and won't be delivered. And we have two variations of those methods. We have Moscow Unlimited and Unlimited. Limited means that only 20% of all the ideas in the session might be marked as must. So if you have 10 ideas in the session, only 2 ideas can be marked as must, should only 3, etc. I will just create a new session with Moscow Unlimited. Yep. So I have my all ideas here organized by the vote score. So the most popular ideas will be at the top. And I can drag and drop those ideas from the backlog or from the backlog here. I can drag, and this idea is already here. So as you can see, idea P3 is currently in 3 sessions. And if I drag and drop it here, I will see the information that this is already in 4 sessions. And I can either browse my ideas in this project by taking everything from here. I can filter those. I don't know, maybe I can limit it to the published ones. I can filter those by vote score, so only the ones that have at least, I don't know, maybe 1. So I can drag and drop this idea here. I can, okay, I don't have any idea here. And I can drag and drop more and more ideas, whether those ideas, if the ideas matches my internal criteria. We don't force you to use any particular rules behind that. We are trying to adjust to your internal process if you have one, because we don't want to force you to our view of this process, because each company in this manner is pretty different. And we understand that we won't be able to satisfy everybody with our, we won't be able to satisfy everybody if we force some particular automation or decision-making frameworks. So I have prepared my session here. I have 5 ideas. I have my assessment committee. This session is right now in status planning. So I will start it. I will start my session. And it means that this session is right now available for the assessors to assess. I have my previous product session available for me because I was once a reviewer, but I will show you how reviewing mechanism works from scratch. This is my new product session with the Moscow type. And I have a list of all ideas here. I can see as an assessor, as a reviewer, I can see the contents. I can ask author why I don't know, maybe why he or she wanted to this feature. If I need some clarification, as I mentioned, this with author comment will be only visible to the author, not to other portal users. I can see the idea in portal by pressing this button here. So I can easily navigate between each of the views. And if I think that this idea is must, should be ranked as must, I can drag and drop those ideas between those buckets. And I have some quick summary here that I will tell you that I want to drag and drop here, okay? And if I want to review or check my decisions, I can just click on each bucket and this will, clicking on each bucket will show me which idea in details I have ranked how. And when I'm ready with my assessment, I can tell the moderation team that I'm done. I would be asked whether I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure I will finish the session. I will get this tick here close to my avatar, and that will tell me that I have finished. And if any other uh, committee members finish their assessment, I will see this as well. But what's more important, the assessments, the moderation team will see the same information as well. So as you can see here, this is the assessors. And what's the outcome of this ranking? The outcome of this ranking is that those ideas right now are ordered, sorted by the score. So the ideas that were ranked with must are at the top, or the ones with which gathered most must, shoulds, coulds are at the top. The ones with gathered less will be a little bit lower, and the ones that gather the least they gathered they were ranked with less votes. They are at the bottom. So, and I, as a moderator, I can see who and how rank the ideas. So this will help your product teams to make informated decisions which should be delivered, which features should be delivered in the future. And we support you by allowing you to change the status of the idea directly from this view. So if this idea is published, I can tell my users that, okay, this one is accepted to backlog. Let's refresh. And this one that's maybe, okay, it's roadmapped, but we can change it that, okay, it's not as interesting as we thought previously, and I can drop it. So what's also great about this decision-making support tool is that you can compare results of two sessions. I have here the view that allows me to maybe drag and drop those sessions and compare that idea. Okay, some ideas. Let's say here. Yeah, I can compare that. So I can compare my ideas across various assessment sessions, and it will help me even more to make proper decisions about the feature requests from my customers or from my customers. I mentioned that we are also supporting you with engaging your customers. We can, because of course, we have moderation team who can start discussion and add some feedback from our side, reply to the questions from your customers, but we can engage them even more. IdeaHub can send email notifications to all the people that are somehow involved in the process. And we can send we call it portal notifications regarding various different events that's happening with the idea, what's happening with the with idea comments, and we can send notifications to we can send notifications about also events that happen with the data related to assessment sessions. So whether assessment session was created or some idea was ranked. So or someone has finished their ranking session. So we can send notifications to assignee, reporter of the idea. We can send notifications to comment author, or we can send a notification to the follower. So follower is the person who either voted or commented the idea. So whenever there is some change, like status change of the idea, we can send all those information, all those updates to relevant to our business, to relevant users to our business. So, and this is how we can help you engage your customers. And what I want to dig a little bit deeper into the configuration, because I assume you are Jira administrators and you want to tweak your Jira instance as much as possible to adjust to requirements of your customers, of your business, of your product managers, etc. First of all, you can change the portal name, you can set the portal description. You can change the portal logo, so it can be, I don't know, your product logo. Then what's really important, you can organize your ideas in some sections, what I presented previously in the IdeaHub. So you can configure what ideas your users can see. By default, we deliver standard sections like my ideas, newest, and all, but I can add a new section like today's ideas, and I can type down some JQL. Let's start of day. Yeah, I can type down some JQL query, and all the ideas matching this query will be visible in the separate section. Let me refresh the page. And today's ideas, I can see that at least 3 ideas were created today because of this demo on this demo instance. I can also configure which issues are considered idea. By default, we deliver our own issue type called idea, but later you can change it to initiative or whatever you want. What you need to remember is later you have to adjust some simple configurations like workflow. And also you can control who has access to your portals, because each project is a portal. Not every project on your Jira instance, of course, but only the one you have enabled idea portal for. There's a button in each project settings. There'll be this button, disable, enable idea portal. And you can configure who can see this contents of this portal. Right now, this product ideas portal is visible to anonymous users, so it doesn't require to authenticate to see those ideas, but I can limit it to the users who are logged in this Jira instance or to the IdeaHub, or those it can be limited to some particular project roles members. So by default, we deliver our own role called ideation users, but you can manage the membership of these roles like any other standard Jira project role. It can be configured to standard users and roles. And we have some additional global configuration and some simple auditing mechanism available. Yeah, this is the global configuration page for the product, and you administrators can see what are the portal permissions for each portal. So for example, product ideas, so the dedicated to our customers has portal access by anonymous, and they can access it anonymously. But for example, sales and marketing is limited to logged in users. So only your users are required to create account here or have an account here to see sales and marketing ideas. And we have some internal team building project. So you can use this project for your internal teams to gather ideas regarding team building activities and so ever. So if I'm not the member of ideation ideation users project role or developers or whatever, I won't be able to see this portal. So it works similarly like in browse projects permission in Jira. And as I mentioned, we can enable the public access. What does it mean? Public access enables your customers to create their account in the IdeaHub, which in the end means that their accounts will be created in Jira user directory. But this means that those, as Robert mentioned, those users created with IdeaHub won't utilize your Jira license unless you allow them, because you can configure that newly created users with our mechanism will be automatically joining this Jira software users, which costs you one Jira account in license, but it's up to you. And there's some additional security measures like registration captcha and so on. So you can prevent, you can help make yourself secure against some bots or whatsoever. So I think this is the key features of the IdeaHub I wanted to present you today.